All right, so we see Mr. Control come over. He starts shuffling. We're going to get into the dice roll here.
Okay, I have to interject here.
Yeah.
Mr. Control is playing Rakdos Aggro.
Yep.
And the beatdown was playing white-blue.
Yep.
Judge.
Yep. Yeah, we all said the same thing.
That's... Although, I applaud the Rakdos Aggro. I'm a big fan of Rakdos Aggro. If that's in fact what he's playing, big fan of the aggro. Get him dead. No need to go past turn 5. What is all that? Turn 6, 7 stuff. And OutofFocus has gotten up from the table. I don't know if he's just taking a break real quick or if he has a question again.
He might be having a question. He might have been making sure he's got all of his tokens and everything.
Yeah, he needs a lot.
Yeah, he's got a whole lot of tokens. I think at the end of the night his stack of tokens was like an inch thick.
Wow.
All kinds of tokens. Plus all those little tokens for the crystalline giant.
Mm. All right, so Mr. Control with Rakdos Aggro.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh.
I think Mr. Control needs to have a talking to. But we'll see how it goes.
He's not...
His demeanor right now, he seems relaxed. And waiting. So he could be controlling that.
Yes.
Now he's trying to figure out what's going on.
Like for a moment there, I thought you had paused the video and cut the live stream. There was such little movement. I thought I was getting trolled. I was waiting for Rickroll to come on. All sorts of things were flying through my head.
Yeah, we were trolling you.
I mean, it is you.
Is it?
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything
That's
different.
not what I play. I don't play Is It, but Is
No.
It? I mean, sometimes I play Is It.
You're correctly on the black train as far as magic cards go.
All right. Looks like we're going with a high roll. We got an 8. We got a 4, which is half an 8.
Is it?
It might be. All right, let's take a look at our opening 7s from these guys and see.
I saw a doggo rather quickly.
On this side, I see some red cards and some black cards.
Wait, was that a hostage taker?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking that too, but it was red.
Okay. I didn't catch what that card was. I was like, wait a minute.
I didn't catch exactly what it was either.
Hostage taker is a fine card, but that's not Rakdos Aggro.
And it's not red.
And it's not red.
All right, looks like OutofFocus. We've got an opening hand that we're getting, so he's going to keep. So while those cards are getting input, Mr. Control's going to take his mulligan. He's going to present his deck, get it cut.
You know, I'm proud of these two because these two are known to play very mid-range, grindy control decks.
Yeah.
And they both said, you know what, let's just go aggro.
So we got. I mean, is that really what you would call OutofFocus's deck?
No.
I would say that's mid-range.
It's a mid-range, but like he plays grindy mid-range decks.
Yeah, he does. So he's got a Mountain Plains, a Kenrith, Cub Warden, Selfless Savior,
This
Militia
is a good
Bugler.
curve out.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
so
Savior
into Handwear.
Draw 1 or 2 lands and let's get this party started.
Into Bugler?
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Because at that point you can't mutate the Cub Warden.
I call this a sneep.
Yeah,
a sneep.
I think that's what he called it too.
Yeah,
I think he sneeped it right. Oh,
Mr. Control's going to 5.
Oh wow! So he's going to go with the pile shuffle.
Is it the Cupid shuffle? Just in a different.
Is it the what?
The Cupid shuffle.
Sure. I think maybe what he's doing is the double nickel.
The double, it's not nickel back.
It's the nickel forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has a good 5.
I think he's probably not finding the pieces that he feels are going to be able to beat this deck. He probably saw it while in action, sitting next to his partner.
And that's one thing for everyone to keep in mind when you're watching this is like, you know, There's a teammate. Your teammates do give information to you, so you kind of know what you're facing.
A little
in
bit.
Game 2 in a little bit,
I think Mr. Control is on the old school side of things where he likes to not really have that information. And
Give me all the information I can get.
In other seasons, I've seen that from him.
Yes.
But in this season, it might be different. So it looks like we got a savior on turn 1.
Yep, doggo. And we have a reader.
We have a reader. He says, what does this card do? Well, it sacrifices to save something else. Yep. It's a very selfless doggo.
It's a selfless bodyguard.
It will love you as soon as you walk in the front door.
Yes.
And then it will save you.
Puppy kisses all up in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, again, they're Goblin Guide. Yes, get in there.
All right.
Oh, drew a land.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That's...
Uh-oh.
I want to see how this plays out, because both these decks might curve. I know, Out of Focus is going to curve out 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And Cub Warden is a 4-drop if he chooses to. So yeah, he could curve out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he can hit the land drops, he can go straight into a Kinrith on turn 5.
Yeah, and if he keeps hitting the land drops, we'll see if
he wants to see runner
Guide.
land for a little bit. He wants to see runner on land.
Yep, and he also wants to see Goblin Guide swing at him a couple of times. I'm sure. See if he can get them.
Yeah, Goblin Guide is going to swing. There it is. This may backfire on Mr. Control here. I mean, you have Goblin Guide, you attack, but
right.
And we're gonna probably see Militia Bugler on turn 3 here.
I would say so. Looks like he drew another land.
Yep, he's in there. He's
gonna get in there for some damage. Yeah. There's the Bugler.
There it is. Sound the horn.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the good thing about this matchup is that they are playing the game just as Mr. Garfield intended.
Absolutely. Well, that's a snap deck that he can't get. Yep, he missed. He whiffed on Militia Bugler.
That's all right. Push him to the bottom.
Yep.
Get the chaff out of the way.
I don't know if Snapdax is chaff.
No, it's not. But he can't put it on anything except for a doggo that he wants to save up.
Well, technically Snapdax would then have that ability.
Yeah, but then do you want to sack your Snapdax?
Absolutely not. But I'm saying...
Your snap cracks and pops?
Is that a Hex Mage?
Hex Mage.
Yep, Hex Mage.
I wonder if he's got a Dark Depths.
I don't know if that combo is in here, but I'd appreciate it if it was.
But you know what that's preventing him from playing?
What?
Mr. Gideon.
That's something to keep in the back of his mind for the later. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we've seen it.
There's the Cub.
If Out of Focus can, he's got an untapped land already in hand, so he's going to curve out beautifully.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if Mr. Control on a multi 5 has enough resources.
Yeah, I think in this instance, the aggro deck is...
Is that a Mythos in his hand, though, on Mr. Control side? He does have a Mythos. Is that a Mythos?
It looks like it is.
Yeah, the red Mythos.
Mythos, no, it looks like the black one. The Mythos to Mythroy.
I can't see. And reading Magic
I think you're
is hard.
colorblind also. Yeah, he also tried to mutate on... I don't know if you picked that up. He tried to mutate on a human.
Bugler. You definitely can't do that.
Can't do that. We had that talk with him once.
Yeah.
It's a very important note.
And he's playing
Arclight Phoenix. Hardcast.
Wow. He is definitely an aggro deck.
He's an aggro deck, but I don't know that he's the aggro player right now.
He's not. I would not be attacking with Arclight. I would hold back on block because Handware's going to flip. Yep. And
now it's on.
Yeah, it's unless he's got to
1,
remove
2,
stuff.
3, 4, 5. Kenny. So Handware's a 5/5. Kenny's coming in.
Kenny will make it a 6/6.
Yeah, make it a 6/6.
Oh, he's attacking first. Yep.
Okay. Well, at least he remembered that the Handware militia had, or the Bugler, the militia Bugler, had vigilance.
Vigilance, yes. So Out of Focus has a D-Spark in hand, along with that Kenny.
Yeah, and I think that's why he waited to play the Kenny. He
That makes
said
sense.
he said let's get in for some damage. We got the D-Spark in hand.
Let's see what he does block-wise. That's... And you see Mr. Control here. He is currently...
You know, another thing, too, is he's got a Plains in hand.
Yes.
Kenrith's very first rule of thought is pay a red mana, give everything haste.
Give everything haste.
And make sure that you are the aggro player.
And it kind of acts as a heroic reinforcements at that point.
Sort of.
You know.
Without the buff.
Without the buff, but still. You got a 5/5 trampler coming in, or a 5/5 haster coming in.
Wow, looks like he took a big chunk of damage there.
Down to 8.
Yeah.
This game 1 looks like it's about to be over.
Why are you swinging?
Because it says aggro.
Because it says aggro. You're right.
Yeah, it says aggro. I can tell you why.
I think he realizes that might have been the wrong call too.
Oh, Massacre Girl. What a
Massacre
follow-up.
Girl. Wow.
And Vampire Hexmage is a 1/1, so I think that takes care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes
Remember, Kenrith is a
Kenrith is still in
5/5
hand, though.
with haste, and he's got to Vindicate that he just drew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think you go with
Yep.
Kenrith and you go for the beats.
And we got a reader.
Yeah, let's read this. This looks like it's got a novel's worth of text in the box.
Yep, and our production crew is already marking down 5 damage.
Yep. He's going right back up because he's trying to figure out what's going on.
He's not wrong when he marked the 5 damage. I'm just saying.
There he goes, going
he might
down
be
to
a
3.
prophet or something. Yeah. I'm not sure.
He could be. Might be a lost prophet, but he's still a prophet.
Something.
You know, Kenny can also reanimate any of those creatures.
And he's got the black man. This
4 mana. What is it?
Is that
Gravedigger?
Is that Gravedigger? Yeah. What's he getting?
It's the art of Gravedigger that we don't know.
Right. I don't recognize that art.
Or maybe the core set.
We need to get him the correct art then.
He got a Goblin Guide.
I mean, it's either that or Hexmage.
Yeah.
So.
I think.
Why didn't he play Goblin Guide?
I think he should have played Goblin Guide. And I think he's already thinking he's out of it. Yeah.
But I mean, you still got to play to your routes there. Like, you know.
Well, even if he would have played Goblin Guide right there, he would have had a blocker.
Right. Goblin Guide doesn't have the text where it can't block, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so you play your Goblin Guide because if one removal spell, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that situation, you have to play your Goblin. You had 1 red mana.
The top card on his sideboard was Oko. I just thought I'd say that to you. I wonder when he took it. He probably cut it. Oko's a fine cuttable card.
Oh.
And you don't try to jam it in your red-black deck.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
100%.
No.
You jam that thing right now so hard.
No.
You jam that thing into that deck.
Do not listen to him.
You create all the...
What he is trying to tell you is incorrect. You do not do it. You leave it alone.
Now. Jeez.
Go away.
Mr. Control.
Yeah, so we're gonna move
a heart to heart.
We're gonna move into game 2 here.
We're not gonna talk about the Oko in the sideboard.
So Mr. Control, right away, I'm gonna tell you, it seems like he's in an odd place. He's playing aggro tonight. He usually does draft, as his name states, Control.
That's a wild slash.
And he also typically plays Control in every other format. So he is a Control player by heart.
Yes. Which is maybe why he has Oko in the sideboard.
You think so?
I don't know.
You think he's going to splash for the Oko? It's not in his sideboard. It was a cut.
You don't cut Oko.
You see Oko, you take Oko.
And you play Oko.
You see bribery, you take bribery.
Listen, I've tried to fit bribery in decks that shouldn't.
Do you play bribery in mono red?
If I could, I would. I'd splash 2 blue cards.
Liar.
2 blue islands.
This is all wrong, folks.
All wrong. All right.
Okay, I would never splash bribery in mono red. There. got me.
Would you splash Oko in mono red?
1,000,000%. I'd go Teamer, Mono Red, Oko as my 3-drop. Turning all my little 1/1s into 3/3s. Let's get going. Get that fixing up in there.
Yeah, that's a garbo take.
Why would you attack with a 1/1 when you can attack with a 3/3? I have removal on a stick. It's heaven. For everybody who's never played with an Oko, just draft Oko, play it in your deck, and it works.
Well, the table is telling me right now that there was a burn list that had an Oko in the sideboard.
Yes.
That makes no sense.
That makes perfect sense.
You're burning.
And Oko burns everything into a 3/3.
That's not burning.
Yes, it is. Have you ever had... you haven't had deer meat in a while.
You're right.
But still, deer meat was good.
No.
Probably not. I've actually only had it a couple times. But can we just say that...
Is elk meat good?
I don't know.
Because that's what Oko does, is make elks.
It makes elks. Is that a Grave Titan?
And then-
No, it's an elk.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a Cataclysmic Gearhawk? No, that's an elk. Is that a Kenny? No, that's an elk. Is that a Lyra? No, that's an elk.
At one point in time, maybe.
It should have been now still. Unban Oko.
Is that an Oko? Oh, that's a Vindicate.
That's fine. Let's see if we have keepable 7s here.
I think we do.
Oko in the sideboard.
Somebody's tilted.
I am so salty and triggered right now.
Well, Mr. Control, you've hit all of his soft buttons. All of them. You should be happy.
I'm going to draft Teferi and put him in the sideboard. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 3-minute Teferi, 5-minute Teferi. I'm taking Ashiok. I'm putting them all on the sideboard. Not playing them.
Looks like we're getting ready to play a Witch's Oven. All right.
Is the cat in the cube?
Yes.
That's actually pretty good.
Elgato is in the cube. So swamp, plains, crumbling necropolis.
Okay.
Heliod, Snapdax, Divine, Necropanther. That looks like a lot of fun there.
That's a lot of fun. He managed, OutofFocus managed to draft a deck that's good, but also can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it can be a lot of fun, and it's really hard to play against.
And it looks like he whiffed on. I didn't see what he was.
He whiffed again?
He's not the best bugler deck. He's not.
That bugler is just...
I don't know. I don't have a...
I think the bugler has like two targets.
Right. I said I don't know.
Doggy.
Tile. Handwear.
And I think that's it.
Where's the commish with his brain and numbers? I need to know.
I don't think he has any brain or numbers right now. I think he's too busy typing away notes on somebody else's phone. It could be bad.
It could be bad. Especially if he starts going into numbers. We could be here for a while.
We could be here for a long time.
Don't get the commish started on numbers.
No. It looked like he drew a plains.
Yeah.
Or not plains. That's all mountain. That's what I meant to say. So we got Snapdax, Heliod,
Hangerback Walker.
and Hangerback Walker. We don't have Hanger. There's no Hangerback. Is there? Am I missing something?
Angel of Invention?
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. No, that's a Snapdax.
That's a Snapdax.
Yeah. I think it's just a
Is he-
Swamp, Heliod, Snapdax, Divine. Yeah.
Well, there's a Panther.
And he correctly did not try to mutate onto the Militia Bugler.
Right. So we're cracking a Evolving Wilds.
Evolving Wilds.
Going and getting another Swamp.
So it's Rakdos aggro, and he played Witch's Oven and no follow-up.
Nothing.
Okay. That's not where I'd want to be on Rakdos aggro.
That's not where I would want to be on aggro. So maybe we'll take another look, see what we got.
I see a...
There's
is that
a Grave Titan. There's a Grave
Oh,
Titan.
yes. You have redeemed yourself for the Oko in the sideboard, Mr. Control. All is forgiven now.
Is that a Zergo?
Or flame? Is that the Flame Rush that we
That's
saw?
the Flame
That's
Rush.
the Flame Rush rider we saw earlier.
Yeah.
That we were having that debate about.
Yeah. Is Kenny coming? He's got a Path to Exile in hand. I think.
And he doesn't know. He didn't see Grave Titan, so I don't know if his partner or his teammate saw Grave Titan to let him know that hey, a Grave Titan is in his deck.
Maybe not, but
because if you let Grave Titan go unanswered, it takes over.
You got Snapdax and you got Path.
Yeah, so you have two choices.
And you have a Cub Warden that he can
mutate onto to get the Cubs.
He gets the Cubs and he gets the Snapdax trigger.
I said earlier, mutate does very well in this cube.
I think mutate's a fine mechanic.
You know, and I thought it'd be good for a constructed. I did underestimate it a little bit in limited.
Yeah, I played against it once in limited, or played with it once in limited, and it was bananas.
Yeah, it seems good in a limited environment.
The green black was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
being able to use the ultimatums to bring stuff back, it was just unreal.
We had a question there. I don't know what they were discussing. There it is, and I think he's saving the path for something else.
Yep, I don't blame him. Oh. He didn't attack. He was bluffing the attack. He's doing the old pin trick.
How's he bluffing an attack?
Because he didn't attack. Did you see any life total change?
I saw none.
Because he bluffed. He did the old pin trick. He said, I'm going to push this card forward without saying attack.
All right, so he sacrificed Flame Rush to the oven to get the food. And here he comes. Yeah! Redemption.
J-Wall can die happy right now.
I'm happy. Grave Titan was cast. There are zombies.
Path to Exile.
You know, it's happening. And now I'm not rooting for OutofFocus anymore. You don't kill Grave Titan.
He didn't. Grave Titan didn't die.
He got exiled, which is worse.
But he didn't kill him.
So we have an Oko in the sideboard and a Grave Titan that's been exiled. Is this like the worst game of Magic for me ever?
It is.
It's like my nightmare Magic game.
Yeah.
Oko in the sideboard and a Grave Titan exiled. I can't even reanimate it now.
And a mono white Mardu deck.
Mono white Mardu. I guess it's the same as a mono red team or Oko.
And now it looks like that mono white Mardu is getting busy with a Snapdax.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to decide if he's going to take life or not. Mr. Control does a lot of thinking.
He does a lot of thinking.
You want to talk about a thorough Magic player?
Thorough. He reads every card.
He is so thorough that he throws off the production team every time.
Every time.
If you ever have him drafting on a camera, have fun with it.
Oh,
because you won't know what he's picking until he picks it, and then he puts it down real quick, and you can't figure out what it is.
Oh, we're gonna have a talk.
We're joking. We're joking with him. Is he gonna crack his food? No, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna block and sack.
Block and sack.
Yeah, the block sack.
Make another food.
I mean, those food tokens add up. You already have the Witch's Oven. You have Oko. Oh my gosh! You could have splashed Oko.
You know what those food tokens could have been?
3 3s.
Elks. Not this time.
They could have been a Snapdax. Am I wrong?
Wild Slash just got drawn.
I don't know.
He's got mana for days.
Yeah, he's flooded out a bit here.
He's got mana for days.
Oh, and look at OutofFocus's hand.
He's got an Everquill Phoenix. There's a oh yeah.
Oh, Angel. Oh, buddy. You can redeem yourself OutofFocus for killing or exiling the Grave Titan if I get to see this Angel of Invention Divine Visitation. That Everquill does a really good job of blocking Snapdax.
Yeah, it does. Because it just comes back.
Does it have to mutate
It
to
has to mutate to make that little token.
make that little token? Oh.
I mean, his name is aggro.
Hey, you know,
Nobody
I applaud the aggro, but sometimes
nobody ever got aggro by.
blocking is a part of Magic, though. And when your opponent has a snap dex on the other side, and you're down in life,
And apparently, counting is a part of.
no, you don't count or read in Magic. You attack and block. That's it.
Cast spells?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Well, it looks like Divine Visitation's about to get cast.
Yes. I'm here for this.
Yes.
100% here for this.
Divine Visitation and Snapbacks.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is that Heliod? Is that an active Heliod?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. This is why you
So maybe we don't get to see the
maybe he's just dead before we get to see the
Yeah.
awesome Angel of Invention into Divine Visitation play.
yeah, maybe the Angel of Invention is just one more at the moment.
It is, but do you still want to see it? I do.
I absolutely want to see it. And unfortunately,
Is that 2 lands in Rakdos or Mr. Control's hand?
I think so. Actually, I think there's a Wild Slash.
A Wild Slash and a Mountain. Yeah.
Wild Slash in the mountain, maybe.
That Wild Slash doesn't do much right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
took
he
a
just took it.
bunch of
Ooh.
damage.
In this Divine Mutation deck that OutofFocus has drafted, yep, he's going to crack some food here.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't blame him there.
Yep, you can crack the other one. You know nothing else to do.
Yeah, I think he's going to wait on that.
He should leave Everquill back to block this turn.
Is that a Gonti you just got? Is that where the Gonti?
No,
the Gonti's in
OutofFocus has
Out
the
of
Gonti.
Focus. What was that?
I couldn't catch it.
Is that a Big Gearhulk maybe? Big Gearhulk would be pretty hot at the moment.
Yeah, if that was
Not hot enough though.
No, because this Angel of Invention, he's reading
Yeah.
Divine Visitation.
Yeah, he sure is. He's trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Because whenever you see a Divine Visitation on the other side of the board, you just assume shenanigans is going to happen.
Yeah, I run one in my black-white control deck in Pioneer. Because when you zero Gideon, ally of Zendikar, you make a 4/4
You
angel.
make a 4/4. Seems decent.
When you plus Elspeth,
You get 4/4.
you get 3 4/4s.
That sounds, decent.
One would think.
Yeah.
And then when you tap Arden Veil to make a creature, instead of making a 1/1, you make a 4/4.
That seems good.
I mean, that one costs a little more mana, but
Let's see what Mr. Control is going to do here. He has a Wild Slash, and he played his Mountain. He's going to crack the food. Go to 11.
well, I mean, he's gained some life here,
Yeah.
which I think is
What
pretty
he-
good.
Oh, man. And does he have a board wipe in hand? Is it Deluge? Because we saw a Deluge going around. Did he get the Deluge?
Man, that Deluge would be hot.
He's sacrificing. This has to be. Yeah, so he gets 2 food because Everquill was a 4-powered creature. Is this a Deluge? 3 black mana. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Deluge. So I mean, hey.
All right.
He does
so
a good
the
job of cleaning up the
Deluge
board, yeah.
Cleans up the board, gets rid of Heliod because it gives him negative power.
Negative, yeah.
Wow. I was kind of surprised to see that.
I am. He top decked that thing. He had a Wild Slash
Yeah.
and a Mountain in hand. That was a good top
Andy's
deck.
got an Everquill Phoenix when it
Token,
comes
yeah.
back.
Good sequencing there by Mr. Control.
Yeah.
Sacrificing the Everquill beforehand to get the 2 foe tokens and
Yeah.
And there's the
Except for he's got an Angel of Invention to deal
Yep.
with. And 2 angels
Whew.
that are 5/5s currently. He does have the Wild Slash in hand.
He does have the Wild Slash, but still that leaves
And
2
Out of
4/4s.
Focus has a D-Spark in hand. which is going to exile the Everquill Phoenix when it comes
Oh.
back.
Wow, that was a great top deck. For
He doesn't have the mana untapped for it though.
No, but still because Mr. Control is going to have to leave Everquill Phoenix back the block. I say that and he's going to attack. So I'm trying to get into the mind of Mr. Control here, and it's just not there. The connection's not there right now.
I think he's trying to figure out what's going on with this card because this card has a lot of text.
He's about to make 2
does
4/4s.
a bunch of things. Yes, he's going to make 2 5/5s.
Yes, well, he's going to make 4/4s that become
Yes.
5/5s. Yes. And you have a Wild Slash, which does kill Angel of Invention,
And turns them back into 4/4s.
which leaves you dead. Well, not dead, because he can sacrifice the food.
It leaves you dead.
It probably does leave you dead.
Yeah, I think so. I think for Mr. Control to get out of this, he needs another board wipe.
Yes.
He's at 6 life.
Yep, they're having a discussion about
He's at 6 life. He's got 2 food that he can crack to gain 6 more to go to 12.
Go to 12. He can kill Angel of Invention, leaving 2 4/4s.
Yes.
So theoretically, he can survive on 4.
Even if Angel of Invention entering is on the stack.
All right, so he's making the...
He's going to make a Phoenix. He's going to Wild Slash the Angel.
Yep. So they might have been discussing the interaction if he would still get the Angels, and it's yes. Yeah. The trigger, he casts Angel of Invention, that trigger goes on the stack. It sees Divine Visitation. It will create the 4/4 regardless if you...
I think he also needed to get the extra kick from the Wild Slash for the...
yes.
What is that? Formidable or Ferocious?
Yeah. He's attacking. Man.
He is attacking.
When he says aggro... Oh, man, he attacked and he had a land in hand.
He
Look at this
attacked
guy.
and had a land.
He takes aggro to the next level.
He sure does. I'm impressed.
No fear in this dojo. Swing back for 8. He's going to crack a couple food tokens. Maybe just 1.
Crack 1.
Yep.
Go to 1.
Man. Living on a prayer.
Crack 1, go to 1. There's a land. He's got a D-Spark in hand and a land. Nothing else. Nothing else.
He's just...
Wow.
If he doesn't have a creature, I don't know what outs he has. He has...
I think Mr. Control isn't necessarily looking for an out.
No.
I think he's just swinging to see what happens. He's playing very frustrated right now. I don't blame him.
And those tokens do have vigilance. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
So man.
Yeah, the Divine Visitation says they have vigilance.
Wow.
Those tokens that he's got right there do not say vigilance, but it does. And remember, the D-Spark is in hand too.
Yeah. So even if he plays a creature, it's just...
If he doesn't have a flyer...
Yeah,
is that the Oathsworn?
You know, I'm not sure what that is.
Oathsworn Knight?
Yeah.
Or is that the new...
Is that the new one that gives a creature...
No, that's the one that gives a creature an opponent controls menace.
Menace. Which...
Or Death Touch.
Or Death Touch.
I think it's Death Touch. Okay.
So he's just dead. On board. Well, not on board, but in hand with the D-Spark.
Card drawn was a scrap heap. Does he just show it to him?
Yep, and you can see Mr. Control. Yep, realizing.
Yep, realizing the demise. Well, he's got an out. He's got 2 food tokens.
He's got 2 feet.
It
That only puts him to 7.
Puts him to 7.
And can he...
He's got a way to sack something.
Did he...
I don't think you did.
Okay, so
What just happened?
what just happened? Am I missing something? Those are 4/4s. He swung for 8. He sacked 2 food tokens to go to 7. No blocks, unless. Did I miss something?
I thought. Yeah, we must have missed something.
We must have missed something. He desparked the Everquill. Unless he sacked. Oh, he sacked the
I
Everquill.
had 3 food.
Was it 3 food? Okay. That's what it had to be then, yeah. So he probably sacked the Everquill in response to
Yeah.
the Witch's Oven.
Yeah.
And that's what we.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what we missed.
It was shortcut and we didn't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't see it.
And there's a Doom Blade.
Wow.
He was like, "Oh, there's my Doom Blade." Oh well,
that was a 2-0 match for Out of Focus there. So 2-0 match for Out of Focus. So Out of Focus cleans up for the night for his team.
And did that give them the win on the night?
That actually gave them a 4-0
Wow.
on week 1.
Wow. That's a
So
good start.
they're jumping out of the gate at 8 points right now.
Okay.
Just right away. And I think that's really strong.